climb via League 1 Charlie, Squawk 4200, altimeter 2979er, Azul Papa Romeo Alpha Zulu Delta.
Asuli Papa Romeo Alpha Zulu Delta, read that correct.
General Larry Baird de Jora International Tower, Azul Pop Romeo Alpha Zulu Delta, Pop Lima Alpha Tango Alpha Foxtrot Oscar Romeo Mike Alpha 3, altimeter 2992, request start up.
Asuli Papa Romeo Alpha Zulu Delta, information Foxtrot, current, startup approved.
General Larry Baird de Jora International Tower, Azul Pop Romeo Alpha Zulu Delta, request taxi from Pop Lima Alpha Tango Alpha Foxtrot Oscar Romeo Mike Alpha 3 for departure.
Asuli Papa Romeo Alpha Zulu Delta, information Foxtrot, current, runway 01, taxi via Delta, Bravo, Charlie, Alpha, and runway 19, hold short of runway 19.
Information Foxtrot, runway 01 taxi via Delta, Bravo, Charlie, Alpha, and runway 19, hold short of runway 19, Azul Pop Romeo Alpha Zulu Delta. General Larry Baird Jora International Tower, Azul Pop Romeo Alpha Zulu Delta, unable Elite 1 Charlie departure, request vectors.
Asuli Papa Romeo Alpha Zulu Delta, Roger, unable, Sid.
Tierra Cockpit, por favor, muéstrame dónde quieren ir. Tierra Cockpit, el remolcador está en camino. Ok, todas las puertas y compuertas están cerradas, preparados para conectar.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. If you haven't already done so, please stow your carry-on luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin. Please take your seat and fasten your seatbelt. Also, make sure your seat back and folding trays are in their full upright and locked position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is prohibited on the entire aircraft, including the lavatories. Tampering with, disabling or destroying the lavatory smoke detectors is prohibited by law. If you have any questions about our
Remolcador
flight today,
conectado y
please
pin
don't
bypass en
hesitate to ask
posición.
one of our flight
Desconecte el
attendants.
freno de
Thank
estacionamiento.
you.
Comenzando retroceso. Puede encender los motores.
Ladies and gentlemen, we request your full attention as the flight attendants demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft.
Please pay attention as the following demonstrates the safety features of this Embraer 195 aircraft. When the seatbelt sign is illuminated, you must fasten your seatbelt. Insert the flat tip into the buckle and pull the loose end of the strap to tighten. Lift the upper portion of the buckle to release. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight, as we may experience unexpected turbulence. There are 6 emergency exits on this aircraft, 2 forward, 2 out, and 1 over each wing. Please take a few moments to now locate your nearest exit. Keep in mind that your nearest exit may be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, floor-level lighting will guide you towards the exit. White lights lead to red lights indicating a nearby exit. Each door is equipped with an inflatable slide which may also be detached and used as a life raft. In the event of a loss of cabin pressure, an oxygen mask will automatically drop from the compartment above you. Place the mask firmly over your nose and mouth. Secure the elastic band behind your head. If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask on first, and then assist the other person. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. Keep your mask on until a uniformed crew member advises you to remove it. In the event of a water landing, a life vest is located. Fit over your head. Pass the straps around your waist and adjust at the front. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when leaving the aircraft. Also, your seat bottom cushion can be used as a flotation device. Pull the cushion from the seat and slip your arms into the straps. At this time, as we prepare for takeoff, please set your portable electronic devices to either airplane mode or off until we reach 10,000 feet, at which time an announcement will be made indicating it is okay to turn these devices on. However, we do ask that they remain in airplane mode for the duration of the flight. The no smoking sign will remain illuminated for the entire flight, and we remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or... You will find this and all the other safety information in the car located in the seat pocket in front of you. We strongly suggest you read it before takeoff. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask one of our crew members. We wish you all an enjoyable flight.
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff, please.
Se ha desconectado el remolcador y se ha quitado el pin bypass. Señal manual a la derecha. Hasta la próxima. Que tengan un vuelo seguro.
Asuli, Papa, Romeo, Alpha, Zulu, Delta. Return to designated taxi route, Charlie. Runway 01, taxi via Charlie, Alpha, and runway 19. Hold short of runway 19.
Roger. Returning to route Charlie. Runway 01, taxi via Charlie, Alpha, and runway 19. Hold short of runway 19. Azul, Papa, Romeo, Alpha, Zulu, Delta.
Asuli, Papa, Romeo, Alpha, Zulu, Delta. Return to designated taxi round, Charlie. Runway 01, taxi via Charlie, Alpha, and runway 19. Hold short of runway 19.
Roger. Returning to route Charlie. Runway 01, taxi via Charlie, Alpha, and runway 19. Hold short of runway 19. Azul, Papa, Romeo, Alpha, Zulu, Delta.
Asuli, Papa, Romeo, Alpha, Zulu, Delta. You are off the designated taxi round.
Roger. Returning to route Azul, Papa, Romeo, Alpha, Zulu, Delta.
Asuli, Papa, Romeo, Alpha, Zulu, Delta. Cross runway 19. Hold short of runway 19 at Alpha.
Cross runway 19. Hold short of runway 19 at Alpha. Azul, Papa, Romeo, Alpha, Zulu, Delta.
Asuli, Papa, Romeo, Alpha, Zulu, Delta. You are off the designated taxi round.
Roger. Returning to route Azul, Papa, Romeo, Alpha, Zulu, Delta.
Asuli, Papa, Romeo, Alpha, Zulu, Delta. Cross runway 19. Hold short of runway 19 at Alpha.
Cross runway 19. Hold short of runway 19 at Alpha. Azul, Papa, Romeo, Alpha, Zulu, Delta.
Asuli, Papa, Romeo, Alpha, Zulu, Delta. Report ready.
Wilco. Azul, Papa, Romeo, Alpha, Zulu, Delta. General Airport Jora International Tower. Azul, Papa, Romeo, Alpha, Zulu, Delta. Ready for departure.
Asuli, Papa, Romeo, Alpha, Zulu, Delta. Cross runway 19. Backtrack, full length. Fly heading 005. Runway 01. Cleared for takeoff. Wind 080 4 knots.
Cross runway 19. Backtrack full length. Fly heading 005. Runway 01. Cleared for takeoff. Azul, Papa, Romeo, Alpha, Zulu, Delta.
Papa, Romeo, Alpha, Zulu, Delta. Turn left at 254.
Turn left at 254. Oscar Papa Alpha Zulu Delta.
Assume Papa, Romeo, Alpha, Zulu, Delta. Fly at 267.
Flight 267. Oscar Papa Alpha Zulu Delta.
Assume Papa, Romeo, Alpha, Zulu, Delta. You're on course. Turn left at 224.
Left at 224. Oscar Papa Alpha Zulu Delta.
Thank you.
Contact Mexico Control 123.5. Oscar Papa Alpha Zulu Delta 5. Mexico Control Oscar Papa Alpha Zulu Delta. Altitude flight level 199 76,000 feet. Oscar Papa Alpha Zulu Delta. Right at 280. Line maintain, flight level 312. Resume on navigation. Oscar Papa Alpha Zulu Delta. Descend and maintain, flight level 260. Oscar Papa Alpha Zulu Delta. Expect runway 2 left. Oscar Papa Alpha Zulu Delta.
or in the overhead bin.
Throttle.
If you require returning assistance, please remain in your seat until all other passengers have returned. One of our crew members will then be pleased to assist you. On behalf of the entire crew, I'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip, and we are looking forward to seeing you on board again in the near future.